Hi everyone, it's your girl Jen and I'm back for another Pilates workout. Today's workout is targeting the abs and the booty. That's right, we're going to complete 2 circuits, 2 rounds, 10 exercises each. 30 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. It's going to burn, but it's also going to be a lot of fun, and you know we are going to sweat. So grab your towel, grab some water, get your mat, clear some space, and we're going to get started right now. Hello everyone, so let's get started with our abs and booty workout. This is going to go pretty quickly. We're moving into ab prep first. So you want your spine in neutral, feet planted, arms alongside the body. And you're just lifting up and lowering back down. Let's begin. Exhale to lift and inhale to release. One of the things to remember when you're doing ab prep is that you're focused on the contraction of the abdominals. You want to keep your spine in neutral and you're not squeezing the buttocks. You're focusing the energy or the emphasis on the contraction of your abs to lift you into flexion. I can peek the clock. We have less than 10 seconds left. Let's keep it going, let's keep it flowing, and release. Moving right into toe reach. So imprint the spine, stretch the legs up, flex the ankles, spread your toes, and you're going to nod your chin a little bit and reach up and release. Like do your best to reach, try to touch your toes and reach. So just to remind you, we're doing 2 circuits today, 2 rounds of each exercise, and we're completing 10 exercises each. So pace yourself. Don't have to go super fast, but you do want to make sure that you are using proper form. All right, and bring it in. Okay, moving into the roll up with a little bit of a twist. So stretch the legs out. You're going to roll up and bring elbow to the knee. So here we go. Take a big breath in. Exhale, come up and twist. Now, if for whatever reason, rolling all the way up isn't working out for you today, you can still scoop the arms around, lift up halfway, and bring the knee across to the elbow, okay? And then release. But if you can roll all the way up, woo, go for it. Less than 10 seconds left. Twist. And time. Okay, going into double leg twist. So imprint again, bring the legs in. Head and shoulders will start up. So you're going to stretch the arms and leg out and then bring them in like so. All right, off we go. So big breath in, exhale, twist. Inhale it out, exhale, twist. So we're squeezing to the center, stretching it out and then squeeze it in, working those obliques. Whew. I like to call them, sometimes we refer to them as those muffin tops. I think that's mean, but I just like to call them, I like to refer to them as the D'Angelo cuts. Good. And come back to center. Moving into obliques now with long legs. So if your neck is feeling tired, you can just keep your head down for this. But here's what we want to do. Lift up and twist. Reach, and come back through center and reach. If the super long leg is proving to be very challenging for you today, you can bend your knee and do a toe tap. Just as effective. You're still going to feel those obliques burn, because I most certainly am feeling it. And the sweat's rolling in and off. Less than a second left here, and release. Okay, create a diamond shape, support your lower back, or if your arms are super long like mine, stretch them all the way out. We're moving into hip lifts. So you're going to lower, and you're going to come back up and lift the hips. So you're going to the degree that you can maintain that connection with the support underneath your lower back. Relax through the neck and shoulders. Squeeze the legs together. Really focus on those low abs. So the exhale, it's going to support you for the lift. We're nearly there. This is pretty tough. Okay, all right. Coming into 100, but we're going to hold it. And I know we don't normally hold 100, so you can be here for this, or stretch your legs out. Hold it now. Squeeze the legs together. Point your toes. Navel into the spine. My cats, I don't know why they're so restless. Whew. How are you doing? Are you sweating and shaking? I'm beginning to think that maybe doing 2 rounds of this was not a very good idea. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Keep the breath flowing. We're soon there. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh, could not wait to hear that. All right, come on up. So we're coming into teaser, a little modified version of with the toes. Take the arms up and you're gonna lean back and chop. I call these teaser chops. So this is like option 1. Option 2, you can bring the legs up and hold them there and twist. This one's obviously more challenging. So depending how you're feeling today, you can opt for this. Whew, less than 10 seconds left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Come back to center and release. Come onto your belly. We're going into a lat pull with a lift. So arms in cactus shape. Lift up, reach, bend the elbows and release. Let me just move this out of the way. Let's keep it going. Reach, bend and lower tummy in. Legs strong. Reach, bend and release. Lift, reach, bend and release. Oh, and release. 8-point plank. You remember we did one in my Pilates ab burn workout? So elbows right in front of shoulders. And hold it here. Breathe. Pull the navel in. Pull the front ribs in. Breathe into the back of your body. Squeeze everything. Whew. A break is coming up soon. I can hardly wait. Yeah. This kind of work it can be tough. It can be really challenging. And you may not be fussed about doing it, but it's important to keep showing up for yourself. Woo! That was tough. We made it. Let's take a little rest. Okay. Little break. And then we'll start back in a few seconds. All right, folks, are you ready? Starting over with our ab prep. Come on down, spine in neutral. I'm gonna do it a little bit differently this time. I'm gonna cross here. Whoops, off we go. That break never really feels like a break, does it? It's like as soon as you start to get control of your breath once again and you're feeling like, okay, I got this, it's time to go. And that's how things are sometimes in life. We gotta keep moving. One of the things I like to say is keep moving until you can't. Okay, do you remember what's next? Toe reach, imprint the spine, get those legs up, flex the ankles, and we're reaching up to the toes. Get ready, off we go. Reach. Strong exhale as you reach up. Keep it going. And remember, you can hold your head and reach, then switch. Reach, then switch. Oh, nearly got my toe then. Reach, oh, I did, connection. And time, okay. Moving into our roll up with the twist. Remember, you can do the half roll up. Off we go, ribs connected, spine stays in neutral. And sweep it around and twist. I'm going to talk a little bit less here, just so I can keep control of my energy. And time. Good stuff. Okay, long legs. with the obliques. Oh, whoops. Let's do the double leg twist first. So remember, we're gonna come in nice and close, stretch it out, and bring it in. So this is like the teaser chops that we did, only it's a supine version where we're lying down. Reach, expand, and contract. Now it's time for those obliques with the super long legs or tabletop legs and toe tap. Now the chin, spine is imprinted. Off we go. Hold your head in your hands. So this option gives your neck a little break. But the thing to remember is to not pull the chin to the chest, okay? You want to keep that fist distance of space between your chin and your chest so you're not over flexing your neck. Reach across with the shoulder, lead with the shoulder, let the elbow follow, if that makes sense. And time. All right, knees into chest briefly because we're moving into 100 hold. Spine stays imprinted, can be at tabletop, or stretch those legs all the way up. Squeeze, lift the kneecaps up through the contraction of the front of your thighs. Pull the inner thighs in towards each other, use them strongly. Pull the navel into the spine, lower back into the mat. Reach with your fingertips, hold it, hold it, hold it, breathe. Are you shaking? I'm shaking. Woo! Alrighty, come on up for our teaser chops. I think I might take the other version. Toes stay down, lean back a little bit. You can come into this shape here, interlace the fingers, release index, and off we go. Can you see the sweat? So there's a lot of, I heard on the news that there's like a heat wave happening in Florida. It's been pretty hot here in Barbados, but it's been a little teeny tiny bit cooler because we've been having a lot of rain. And come on to your belly. We're moving into our lat pull with the lift. Cactus arms. Off we go. So take a breath in, lift, reach, bend, and release. Use your back muscles here. Lengthen through the crown. Bring the elbows along the sides of the body and release. You feel the power and strength of your back muscles. You gotta work the back muscles as much as you work the abs. The back muscles are the bookshelf of the body. I learned that in my anatomy training, in my yoga teacher training, and release. 8-point plank, come on down, tuck your toes, elbows slightly forward. When I say lift, you're gonna lift the pelvis up by pumping breath into the back. And lift. Here we are. Squeeze everything into your center. Pull the navel in. Breathe into the back of the body. Is it me or did this go faster this time? Did I forget anything? We got through it really quickly. Okay, Nico, and release. Woo, well done. I'm gonna give you all a virtual double high five. We made it. Okay, let's take a quick little break, a little rest, and we resume with our booty circuit next. Alrighty, it's time to work on the booty. Come onto your hands and knees. We're going to start with a fire hydrant on the right leg. So spread the fingers wide, claw the hands in, spine in neutral, and off we go. So I remember I was filling in teaching a Pilates class at this gym once, and this lady said to me, we were getting ready to do some squats, and she said to me, Squats? Are squats gonna get me a butt like yours? I said, well, I don't know, but let's find out. So we started doing the squats. Okay, so from our fire hydrant, we're gonna go into a donkey kick, same side. Keep the tummy drawing in, keep those abs in, get ready, and off we go. So you wanna think about driving the heel and the ball of the foot up towards the ceiling. There's a tendency to do this, where you start to overarch the lower back. So really pay attention to how you're lifting the leg up. Draw your attention to the inner thigh. And remember, don't worry about how many reps or even how high you get your foot. What you want to focus on here is feeling the glute fire to get your leg, your foot up towards the ceiling. Okay, stretch the leg out. We're going to go with a rear leg lift. So you can come down into your forearms for this. You can bring the palms together. You can keep them at arm's distance or shoulder width, and off we go. Lift and lower. So the same concept here. Lift from the inner thigh and reach. You can have the ankle flex and push through the heel. Slow and steady. Front ribs in and stay connected to the breath. We're going to complete this on one side, then the next, and then we're going to go into something else for the booty. Good. So now you're going to keep that leg up and pulse it up. Get ready. Go ahead and lift the leg up. And now pulse. Tiny little pulses. Focus on squeezing the buttocks. Keep the breath flowing. Looks like my cats are getting into it. Oh dear, their timing is impeccable. Less than 10 seconds here. I know you're feeling it because I know I am. 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, come up onto your hands. If your wrists are feeling super tight, you can always make a fist. We're moving into our fire hydrant on the other side. Get ready, off you go. So just a little bit of a tip here with the hands, as I mentioned, you could come into fist, or you could get a towel, roll it up and place it underneath the heel of your hands to take some of the pressure off. Or you could also try, one more second here, and release into our donkey kicks. And then you could also spread your fingers super wide and claw your finger pads into the mat. So you shift the weight around. Off we go. So that you're not putting all of that weight into the heel of your hands and compressing it. That's where the pain and discomfort comes from. So you gotta really work from the inner thigh so this doesn't happen. You splay open, yeah? So keep the legs within the frame of the body and push up. Now we could have made this a whole lot harder for ourselves by adding the booty band, the mini band. But I figure we can get it in our bodies first. And the next time we revisit this, then we can step it up. All right. Go ahead and take the left leg back. Come down onto your forearms. Stay connected through the core. Off you go. Lift from the inner thigh. Keep the front ribs in. Keep the navel in. You want to make sure you exhale when you lift, so you offer support for your back. Nice and easy. How tough was that workout? I'm still recovering. 3 more seconds here, then we move into our pulses. All right, so take a moment, I'll bring the knee back in. All right, stretch that leg right back out. Get ready to pulse, lift the leg up and pulse it up. Go through the heel and ball of the foot. Little pulses. Engage those abs. Tight, super tight abs. Whew. I do enjoy working my legs and my glutes. I work my abs a lot, but I'm very mindful of what I choose to do. 5 more seconds here. And time. All right, come onto your back. And I'll tell you why. We're moving into glute bridge. So neutral spine, plant your feet, and off you go. You want a little pause at the top, so you really feel your glutes working. Squeeze and release. So I was telling you, I'm mindful because, oh gosh, it's probably 2 years ago now. Uh-oh. Kitties, please behave. Oh dear. Sadie, oh dear. I'm so sorry, folks. Oh boy, she's not happy. Come here, Miko. Anyone? Bring the soles of your feet together, moving into a glute bridge. So you're pushing the heels and the balls of your feet into each other, and you're gonna lift the hips up. So you're working the outer glutes, just like we did for the fire hydrants. Lift and lower. Miko, come here, baby. Lift and lower. Squeeze the buttocks, so push the heels in and lower. You can have your arms up here too. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. You got it. Good, and release. All right. Release. All right, from the top. This is going super fast. Starting from the top, where our fire hydrants. Oh, I forgot about our break. How could I forget, right? But it's only a 10-second break. So let's get back into it. Hands and knees. Let's go, right side, fire hydrants, off we go. Out and in. Now, because we've worked them already, maybe you might notice you can get a little bit higher with that leg lift, but we're not forcing it. We're just gonna see, we're exploring, and get a little pause at the top there as well. A little extra pause so you feel those glutes working. Oh wait, I don't think I finished telling you that story because the cats interrupted me. And time. So now we're moving into the donkey kick. Remember, focus on lifting from the inner thigh. Right leg first. Get ready, off we go. So right, what I was telling you before was that I got an abdominal injury. This friend of mine shared this app. Oh my goodness, I don't know why I even got involved. I guess I wanted to be supportive. Anyways, and I was doing a V-up or something, and I didn't feel it at the time, but later on, my abs were super, super sore, and I think I might have perforated my rectus abdominis. Yeah, I went to the doctor and time. Moving into the rear leg lift. So you're gonna come down onto your forearm, stretch the right leg out, keep the ankle flexed, tummy in, off we go. Push through the heel and ball the foot. And I was fine. I just needed to rest for like 6 weeks. So ever since then, I've been very mindful of what exercises I do. When you have diastasis recti, which I believe I still am healing from, that's when the abdominals that run up and down the length of your torso in the front gets a split. A lot of women experience this in pregnancy. You want to avoid flexion and release. Rear leg pulse coming up next. And then we're done. Okay, whoops. I'm having a fine time today. AirPod just fell out. Lift the leg up and let's pulse it out. So flexion and twisting. You want to avoid all of that stuff. But I still do it. This was not right away, of course. But I only do a little bit. I always look for that doming, because doming is, sometimes there's like a protrusion. So you want to be mindful of that. For anyone out there who might have diastasis recti, you want to avoid doing any flexion, forward flexion, and rotation, and release. The sweat's pouring off of me. Let's go to the second side. Fire hydrants. Off we go. Alrighty. So I just wanted to share that because we always think about go hard, no pain, no gain. And I admit, I had that mindset once, decades ago, and I hurt my knee. That was my wake-up call when I hurt myself. And I was like, no, that's nonsense. Yes, you want to push yourself, but not to the point where you hurt yourself. And release. Moving into our donkey kicks. Left side. So you want to make sure you pay attention to what you're feeling and experiencing in your form. Off we go. Remember, lift from the inner thigh. Push the heel up, squeeze the buttocks, and come back. So I do like to teach my Pilates classes primarily to time, to give folks the opportunity to explore the movement in their own time, in the time allotted. Some of us take a little bit longer sometimes to get things, the coordination, and I think timing it gives us that. It's not to pressure you, not to put you in a pressure cooker. It's to give you space and release. Come into our rear leg lift, so come on down. Can you see the sweat pouring off my brow? Oh my goodness. Get ready. Off we go. Squeeze the inner thigh, watch for splaying, and the hips opening up. You want to keep the hip points facing down. Lengthen and lift. Good. Whew. Remember that? Oh, did I tell you about that meme? I saw a meme once that said that sweat is fat crying. Well, a lot of fat's crying right here. Let's get ready for those pulses. Lift the leg up. And off we go. Pulse it up. Little pulses. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We're halfway. I like to sweat when I work out. Lets me know that the body's working. And it's going to work again to cool me down from the inside out. And release. Come onto your back. Let's get into our shoulder bridge or glute bridge. Plant those feet. Use those hips. Those glutes. Off we go. And up, pause, and release. So again, you want those inner thighs working towards each other. Push down into the big toe mound and your inner heel so you're not splaying. Remember, the glutes are super strong. They help to laterally rotate the hips as well. So anytime you're working the glutes and you don't want to deliberately rotate the hips outwards, you want to work those inner thighs to counter. Okay, let's come into our frog bridge. This is going to be the last exercise here before we cool down. Push the feet into each other. Arms up, palms facing inwards. Off we go. Squeeze and lift and release. Tummy in nice and tight. Squeeze and lift. Push the heels in, especially on the lift. So when you lift, push those heels in and get that extra squeeze and release. Check in with the shoulders. Make sure the neck still feels free of tension. Keep it going until you hear that wonderful bell. And release. Well done. Okay, it is time to stretch it out, rest. So we'll start with the outer hip stretch. So left foot on the ground, cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh, spread your toes gently. You can stay here if this already feels like a super big opening for you on the right hip, or you can slide a block underneath your foot, or if you're okay, go ahead and bring the knees in. You can thread your hands around the back of the left thigh and draw it in. I personally like to hold it in this way. I'm keeping your eye on my cats just to make sure they don't get into it again and disturb us. Okay. All you have to do now is focus on your breath. All right, one more breath in. Slowly release. Sides. Choose your position, the shape you want to work with today. Hug it into any amount where you feel that stretch up here. You know, people think that stretching is super easy and stuff, but stretching is a lot of work. And when you do it mindfully, you can get so much out of it. And it can actually be very challenging. But it's also very rewarding. And release. Okay. Left leg long, bring your right knee into your chest, hold on to the back of the hamstring here. Draw the knee in, press it up towards the sky just for a few moments. And then go ahead and bend your knee. I'm just going to move over here, scooch the hips off a bit to the right, and you're going to bring your right knee over to your left. You can use your left hand to guide that knee closer. If you are going to do that, however, take a breath in first, and then exhale, gently guide the knee down. You can bring your opposite arm into a little cactus shape. But yeah. Whew. It's a lot of this. I'm going to confess to you, I've never been a huge fan of working out, but what got me into paying close attention, and let's slowly release it, to my health and my wellness is that both of my parents are diabetic. My mom became diabetic later on in life, and my dad was diabetic. I don't know, I can't remember even all my life, but the majority of my life he was diabetic. And I remember saying to myself, let's scooch the hips over a little bit first and then come into a twist. I remember saying to myself that is not going to be my story. I'm going to be mindful of what I eat, and I'm going to exercise. I'm going to change the narrative. I'm going to change the generational DNA or whatever the heck it is. It's not going to happen to me. I'm going to make sure to take care of myself. And that's why I show up. If it were up to me, I'd be on the beach chilling, drinking coconut water. Well, I would have been drinking coconut water until I got allergic to it. Ugh. Anyways, but yeah, so to be honest with you, it doesn't matter why you show up. What matters is that you do, for you, no one else. And release. Get back to center, just stretch the legs out. Give them a good little shaky, shake, shake. Okay, and then we're gonna come on up. So this is a great way, push, and use that as leverage to get you up and come on to your hands and knees. You're gonna step your right foot forward. Just get a little stretch here. You can pad your knee up here. I like to bring the right arm on the inside, the right foot's forward, pull back, reach back to the neck. You could also do the standing up or lying down on your belly. Good. Flex to release. Let's step forward. Change. Just lean into it a little bit here. You're still hugging into your midline. Lengthen the spine. Then bring that left arm on the inside. If you have the left foot in front, I don't think I told you, so whichever one, make sure the same arm, same leg. And then go ahead and bend, reach back, or use the strap. Gently draw the heel in. Do the stretch along the front of your thigh here. Great. Slowly release. Okay, come back. Let's take a few rounds of cat and cow. Oh, this one's really nice. Getting a chance to stretch up those abs. And walk your hands a little bit further forward so the wrists are no longer in front of your shoulders, and walk your knees a little bit further back. You're going to shift forward, pull the navel in, draw the shoulders back, and just stretch those abs a little bit more. And push it back. And ripple forward again. Take the knees wide. Uncurl your toes and shift back. Walk over to your right. Come over to your left. Come back to center. Slowly walk your hands in towards yourself as you curl out one vertebra at a time. Take the arms up. Big breath in, reach them up, and exhale, bring it all the way in. Oh, wow. I don't know, remember, if you look through that to your workout, did you really work out hard enough? Oh my goodness, that was great. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much for joining me. Share this video with your family and friends, and meet me here again for another exciting and fun Pilates workout. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Wow. Hey.